wanted. He wanted somewhere close by, but our tent was little far. The heater wasn't working. He was kind of not so satisfied. I remember he went to Bhubaneswar. That time, we only had one book or two books printed in BBT. We didn't have many books. And Prabhupada predicted at the time that in India there would be thousands and thousands of books would be distributed. And it is common in America and Europe, they were distributing thousands of books, but it's not possible for us to conceive that we could distribute so many books in India. So anyway, it seems like on the way to Bhubaneswar, Bhakti Charu was in the same train, and he was not initiated at the time, but he was become closer. So that time, Prabhupada saw him. He was introduced by Shatadharna, and he, great smile, he said, Kolkata Chali. He said, Kolkata Chali. It means you are a Calcutta boy. Please come close to me. With a great smile. Calcutta Chali means someone who grew up in Calcutta, well educated, came from good family and very pious. So Prabhupada was very affectionate. I'm sure Sudhagirti Prabhu can testify. He was very, very affectionate towards his disciples. So later on, he became initiated and given sannyas, and only 10 months, we were all been there longer time, but the quality of the time which he spent taking care of Prabhupada and serving him was very valuable. One of the great instructions he gave to Bhakti Charu Maharaj, that I can see how much you cooperate with others will tell me that how great devotees you are. So Prabhupada, from the beginning, it was very important to him that we are all work together, listen to the GBC's temple president and the authority. It was very important for him that we remain faithful to Srila Prabhupada every day. Without the mercy of one spiritual master, one cannot go anywhere. So we are very fortunate that we have a direct link to Brahma, that we able to become disciple of Prabhupada. Krishna varnam tivishagastam sangho bhangastavastaram jhagna sankirtana priyayir yajanti yu samadeshaga. Samadeshaga means the intelligent class of people will take up the Sankirtan cult. So Maharaj took this very seriously, translated so many books, served Srila Prabhupada. So before I finish, even though we grew up together separately, he was in Bengal and I was in Bombay, Maharaj was known all over the world, and he was very kind. My wife Parvati had many conversations and many instruction from Maharaj recent days about Prabhupada's Samadhi, so on and so forth. And one last incident before I leave. Prabhupada was in Rishikesh. After he was in Vrindavan, he wasn't feeling well. So they took him to Rishikesh for recuperating because it was very hot here. And that time, one day, Prabhupada woke up and said to Bhakti Charu, "Get me out of here." So he was impatient. He says, "Time has come. I must go to Vrindavan. Please take me there." So Tamal Maharaj and rest of the party brought him to Vrindavan. And Bhakti Charu was cooking prasadam. There was one day, Prabhupada was resting in his small room and waiting for prasad. So Bhakti Charu was cooking and brought big plate of prasadam, and Prabhupada said, "The greatest cook on the earth, Bhakti Charu Swami, is here. Please enjoy the prasadam." So in that last note, I must offer my humble obeisances to Bhakti Charu Maharaj, who attained the lotus feet of the Lord and continuing serving Srila Prabhupada. Hopefully, I pray that we also follow his footsteps and take mercy of our spiritual master Srila Prabhupada and surrender and attain perfection just like he did. Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki, Bhakti Charu Maharaj ki.
Thank you very much, Krishna. We're going to hear next from Brother We're going to take a minute here while he's getting there to read from Abhiram. Abhiram Prabhu, of course, was with Srila Prabhupada also in the final months, 1977, taking care as a nurse, so he was with Bhakti Charu Maharaj. He says, "I am very personally impacted by the loss of our own saintly friend, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami, as we served together in Srila Prabhupada's personal service and carried a deep fraternal affection from that experience. For me, this loss underscores the urgency to try to finally do something substantial for Srila Prabhupada, being myself near 70, and in the short part of the queue to the departure gate called death. I am grieving deeply, while also getting more emotion to do my small bit in encouraging the establishment of an ashram. If you recall, it was both Bhakti Charu Swami and I at two different times who heard Prabhupada speak of 50% of my work is incomplete, which referred to establishing Varnashram. Bhakti Charu Swami was also stricken with the virus while going to his small farm in Florida with an obvious aim to preach about Varnashram along with every part of his inspired mission. Keeping all this in mind, I shall be more determined to help carry some of this responsibility as a proper reaction to the heart-grinding pain of his loss. It is not enough to beat our chest in agony. We must pick up the flag dropped on the battlefield by our courageous leader and carry it forward more vigorously, inspired by his full sacrifice to the mission. So after falling on my face in obeisances to his lotus feet, we must all get up, so long as our body will function, and go back on the battlefield with a more fierce determination to take the flag of Mahaprabhu further down the field. I owe a million years of glorification to Bhakti Charu Swami for his unmatched example of chaste dedication to his Guru Srila Prabhupada. But for now, my glorification will be in the form of emulating his example and working harder for the goal. I'll be wrong. Hare Krishna. Thank you for your privilege.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishmataye Krishna Vistha Buddha Lesi Mara Bhakti Randa Swami Chidamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Guravani Pacharini Nivishesha Sunyavari Pasatya Satarini Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Gaur Bhaktivinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak about Bhakti Swami. Yes, he came to Germany in, I forgot the date, in Hamburg Temple. I remember that. He was